Actually, Mom, I thought since I was the 7th recruit.
I'd be 007, ho. I'm gonna give a quick review, okay? Because I like to do some quick reviews. So some of the fighting controls really piss me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the fighting controls in the game are like hot garbage, because there are just too many times when you're like in the middle of a fight and he like does a move, and then he gets stuck in the animation portion of the move. Why are we still not fighting? So it is very frustrating at times where you're like, hello, I'm trying to duck from the gunfire or like whatever, and you just can't. Like you push the button, nothing happens because he's stuck in like, I just fucked this guy up animation, which, you know, cool, whatever, but like it does make it frustrating. The driving to me is one of the weakest parts of this game. Absolutely hate the driving. You know, like I was talking about earlier, yeah, the double L3, the counter attack, and yeah, the getting stuck. Also, takedown didn't always work for me. Yeah, the takedowns don't always work. I will also say like breaking cover and like moving from cover to cover doesn't work super well all the time. Like you literally do what it says. It's like point, you know, the analog into this direction and hit R1 and it'll change cover. Most of the time, every time I tried to do that, I would end up just standing up and running and like giving away my position. I was like, what the fuck? I did what the fuck you told me to do. And I'm just like standing up, just like, everybody want to shoot me? How do you mess up driving? We should like, so to me, the driving, like I was saying, it's pretty floaty, and you know how like handbrake, you're supposed to be able to like mostly like turn, you know, when, like if you're making like sharp turns, if you do it right, like and I'm not a great, you know, video game driver. Everybody knows this. I'm a virgin who can't drive. So I just felt like there were way too many times where you had to like make some turns and you were like using the handbrake, and it would just kind of squirrel out from underneath you. And so you basically almost had to damn near stop for a lot of like, it's like, and you're in a fast car chase. So it felt like you had to almost stop to be able to make some sharp turns. And it kind of pissed me off. I was like, bro, you want me to go fast and I can't. I also, listen, and I said this with Uncharted as well. I really hate it when you're like, look, our gun, boat, car, whatever also shoots. I don't want to do both things. And that's a me thing, right? But I don't want to both drive the vehicle and shoot shit. Oh my God, I'm so bad at driving in games. Do you see it? Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't drive. I need you to choose the thing that I'm gonna do and then let me do that thing. So either I'm driving the vehicle and then like I just have to drive in the proper direction for you to have James shoot whatever he's doing, or y'all have the vehicle driving and I shoot, because it's actually really fucking annoying. And that's me. That's a, you know, accessibility thing. But I don't like to try to like do all of these things. It just becomes too much. And I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm shooting at. There's a few times I think in the game where they don't do a really good job of letting you know what you're supposed to do next, or how you're supposed to get out of a situation. And granted, that's part of the puzzle aspect of the game, and I do like that. I like that there's like some puzzles, but there's another side of it where you're just like, especially on the timed things, where you're like, I don't fucking know where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do, and you're running out of time and you're just like confused. You're just like, what do I do? What is this for? I feel like maybe I gotta jump on some shit. Ah, there we go. I'm stuck here and I don't know what to do. Until the very end, I never managed to get the counterattack right, and I normally don't have issues with that. Yeah, I had a lot of problems with the counterattack. Like, it just, like, that was kind of annoying. So I feel like the story itself, it did, you know, to the positives, it felt very much like you were in a James Bond movie. I'm behind you. Oh. God bless. And I really did enjoy that from beginning to end. I love the origin story. It's fun. You don't know too much about James, so he still keeps the mystery. You know, he does do all the like flirty, lovey up type things. He getting his freak on. That's fun. I knew we were gonna get some Nani. You know what I mean? He's quite cocky. You're having a good time. There's some things where you can automatically guess, but the only reason you guess them is if you're a fan of James Bond. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're a fan of James Bond, you can kind of see where some of the story's going in some places. Other places you're completely shocked and surprised. But it really does play, and it feels like you are in a James Bond movie. And if you're like me, an immersive gamer, you get like real sucked the fuck in, and you start getting locked in on doing the missions and getting shit done. I'm never careful, actually, and I don't know how to sneak. If you're new here, please understand my gameplay is terrible. I am not good at sneaking or stealth. Don't expect that from me. Thank you. So, you know, like sort of something is saying, like, I enjoyed the game overall. I love that it had a really good story, and I'm gonna be real honest. I like that it, like, went as far as it did. Like, I like that it went as far as it did, because they could have ended it 3 times earlier, and then they didn't. So it didn't feel like you paid for this game and it cost money, and then you were like, oh, boo. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, that's it, that's the end. Because COD does that to me a lot. Like, I don't play like the live service COD. I literally just play the COD stories, and you know, a lot of their stories do that, where it's just kind of like, oh, that's it, and you're like, that's it. I feel like this, it felt like worth the money. I didn't pay for it, but if I paid for it, it was a gift. But if I had paid for it, I would have felt like it was worth it was worth the money. It was worth the cash to actually enjoy it. It was so much fun. I do wish that they unlocked the 3rd gun slot earlier in the game. Are there multiple endings or story routes? There's a bunch of different things that you can do, like multiple different ways to get to the same location and to do things. So like there are a lot of different missions where it's like you have to obtain something, and there's several different ways that you can obtain it. Like you don't have to do it one way. I love the eavesdrop feature. I think that's really, really cool. I do find that in a lot of different ways it is ADHD accessible, because he just like keeps repeating the thing that needs to get done. Yeah, the story is going to remain the same. The story's not going to change anywhere. If you want to like do a more challenge, you can up the level that you're playing on. And I think that you can also, what was the other thing I was going to say? If you're a collectible person, you can go through and get all the collectibles and all that kind of shit. That's not for me. Like, I'm not a completionist, but I had a really good time with the game. I think it's worth playing. I think if I had to make like a choice on getting it full price or waiting for it to go on sale, I'd probably wait for it to go on sale, not because it's not a good game, but just because it's like a steep price for a lot of us right now. You know what I mean? It's relatively steep. So, you know, but yeah, it's a fucking good time. You're gonna have a raucous good time. You're gonna enjoy, you know, James Bond. There's gonna be moments of frustration. Again, like I feel like it has some of this exact same faults as Drake's Fortune. You know what I mean? You know, it's Uncharted games where it's just very linear, and you have like square walking paths, and you kind of have to go this way, and like that's that. But I had fun, you know. So with that said, I've got to get things going because I have to feed my son and like lay down or something. I said James Bond will return.